If you have been missing FPL deadlines and you're just behind on FPL in general, you're going to want to watch this video. This is my Game Week 19 team selection video. As always, let's start at the back and work to the forwards, our goalkeeper and defence. Now, overall, I'm pretty happy with how the defence and goalkeeper are looking. Again, an okay week. Sadly, I benched Gabriel. He scored yesterday, is what it is. Hopefully at 1 o'clock, maybe Colwill doesn't play and Gabriel comes and gives me that points. But to be honest, I would rather be reassured the fact that Colwill is starting and getting the minutes for Chelsea over the 7 points of Gabriel. I think long term it's just much better for my team. There's nothing I really want to say about my defence. There's Alex Moreno, a slight issue. I truly thought he was going to start against Sheffield United after his great game he had when he started the other week. However, Luca Digne played, and he played well. He really did. It's just a case of now, if Alex Moreno wins his spot, he's going to be a fantastic pick. But if he continues to get dropped to the bench, that's going to be a problem, and he will have to leave the team. But I think for the next few weeks, he's on the bench this week. I don't think, yes, a Man United fixture, it's not what we call a red fixture, a difficult fixture now. That team is not a hard team to play. I think anyone in the Premier League can go to Old Trafford and beat them, and that's me being truly, deeply honest with you guys. But I just believe, in terms of minutes, expected minutes, Alex Moreno isn't as high as the other three defenders who are starting and also who do have slightly better fixtures. So, yeah, overall, really happy with the defence. Continuing on, I don't really think there's any changes that I need to make. Of course, Lamptey is on the bench injured, but he is an enabler in terms of finance. But, yeah, that's the goalkeeper and defence. Moving up the pitch to the midfielders now. I don't really know how to feel about the midfield. It is a slight worry in places, and I feel as though there's nothing really I can change drastically about the team other than getting Jared Bowen in, and I'm not really sure if I can afford to do that in any other way than taking a Gordon Palmer out. But with Son and Salah going away to AFCON and the African Cup of Nations, I think it's a case of waiting. I don't think it's an urgent need to bring Bowen in, but I would really like him in my FPL team. I think for the next 2 weeks, Bowen has Arsenal and Brighton, then he has Sheffield and Bournemouth. Could be the case the next 2 weeks I wait and just see what happens with Bowen and see what happens with Son and Salah, because if I can get rid of them when they actually go away, I'm kind of maximising their stay in my FPL team, and we know they're fantastic assets, especially off yesterday. Gordon, Newcastle are going to come into a tricky, rough patch of matches. The overall, as a team, they are struggling. I have Newcastle United friends. They're not too happy with how they're playing at the moment. Callum Wilson, Almiron, just not good level players at the moment. It's going to be tricky for them to pick their form back up. Trippier not doing as well as he used to. It's an odd situation at Newcastle, and I think being kicked out of the Champions League kind of accelerated that a little bit more. Obviously, Luton away is a difficult fixture to go, but it's odd for Newcastle at the moment. It really is. But I think Gordon stays at least one more week. He's got an okay fixture. It's a home fixture. I think over the last few weeks we've seen Gordon do extremely well. I think we've got to give him a chance before these hard fixtures. You're going to come into game week 20 where he's got Liverpool, 21, City, 22, Villa. All difficult fixtures. City is at home, the other two fixtures away, so maybe that's even worse. But after those fixtures, he does come into an incredible run of easy fixtures. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens with Gordon. Hopefully, he can return to him. Well, hopefully Newcastle can return to their normal selves. I don't think Gordon's necessarily the issue here. I think overall the club kind of need to pick up form again, and I think it's going to be hard over these fixtures. So good luck to Newcastle fans. I tell you that. Palmer, quickly speak about Palmer. The only issue with Palmer is the possibility that Nkunku comes in and takes away his penalties. He's not got the best non-penalty expected goals. However, I really don't mind it because he has penalties. If Nkunku comes in and takes them off him, yeah, it's not looking good. But yeah, the main issue is Adingra. I think we all look at this team of mine and go, oh yeah, that's quite a good team. You know, I like the addition of Colwill, Pedro Porro, you know, great assets. And then you look and you see Adingra and he's starting most weeks and you're like, oh, I'm not sure about that. I have not had the luxury of an Adingra transfer yet, especially with how my funds are spread at the moment. If I got rid of Haaland, you know, 2 weeks ago, completely different story. We would have all sorts of players. We'd have Trent, we'd have everyone, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Hopefully, Haaland is back for this week, and I'm going to talk about that in this next slide. Right, let's quickly dust off these forwards for you guys. It is Christmas Eve, so I don't want to keep you too long on this video. I want to give you as much information as possible, as quick as possible. So, Haaland, as much as I would love to tell you, yes, he's back for Everton. I can't wait for that haul against all the Haaland sellers. We haven't got a Scooby-Doo. We really don't know what's going on. He's posted some cryptic pictures on Twitter, if that helps you guys, where he's standing there with hardly any clothes on, with his hands on his hips going, yep, waiting, and he's got an hourglass emoji as the caption. Whatever that means, hopefully it's good. If you want to interpret it as the sense, you know, he's got a bit of time to rest, I don't really know. As much as this is strange, you can see his feet in the photo, and he did have feet issues. They seem fine. There's no bruising or swelling on his feet. You know, I'd never thought, you know, starting this content creation journey that I would be zooming into Erling Haaland's feet to see if he's injured or not for Everton away, but here we are, and I'm all for it, guys. Moving on, though, Solanke, Fulham at home. Bro, Solanke's on fire. I have no idea what they're cooking over at Bournemouth, but I really do enjoy, you know, just looking on my phone and going, Bournemouth have won again. Like, I think it's been almost, 6 games they're unbeaten, and they've won 5 of them or something like that. It's like, some of them are hard fixtures as well. I'll tell you that, some of them have been hard fixtures. So yeah, Solanke, he's not going anywhere. I'm not sure what to do with him after this fixture, though. Obviously, he comes in with a bit of a harder run of games. Let me quickly run over those games for you owners. After Fulham, you've got Spurs, Liverpool, West Ham. Then he has 2 decent fixtures of Forest and Fulham, again, because it's kind of a mirror of the fixtures before the new year and after, in a way. So, overall, not terrible fixtures. You know, if Bournemouth's form is good and Solanke is, you know, on fire, you know, you could just keep him. You really could. But hopefully, my plan with my team is to remove Solanke and bring in a player like Nkunku, someone who's got okay fixtures and hopefully will be starting. I think that Nkunku could be coming in as Son and Salah leave. Just gives me a bit more funds, a bit more flexibility, but overall, pretty happy with Solanke. I say pretty happy. I'm very happy with Solanke, even though he got his points removed for that Luton match. Bro's on fire. He doesn't go anywhere. Watkins, he's a great FPL asset. He really, really is. But I don't think you're wrong for being disappointed at times. I personally bought him at 7.9 million. I think you've had these difficult fixtures in the past few weeks. Obviously, Sheffield, it's an easy fixture. They've got a new manager. They seem a little bit more difficult to break down. But, you know, we've got a an assist ruled out of that match. A bit controversial, but it is what it is. Overall, he's playing 90 minutes. He's owned by a lot of people. I don't mind the idea of selling him, but it's the case of who do we sell him to. If selling Watkins gets you back to Haaland, if Haaland is fit, I really don't mind that move. Because it just seems that Watkins is, he kind of gets dragged about all over, gets pulled wide. He's doing a lot of hard work for his teammates, but he was struggling to get things in return. He stays in my team, but he is on the watch list because it's a lot of money to put in a player. Yes, Son and Salah are going away to AFCON and Asia Cup, so we're going to get an influx of money, the people who own them. I think playing 90 minutes in a good Aston Villa side, he's going to score points. Yes, it's been a little bit disappointing, but have faith, I believe, and we'll wait for the better fixtures to come and to see what happens with Watkins. Now, a very, very quick conversation about captaincy. I think there's really only two strong candidates for this game week, and it's going to be Salah and Solanke. The best fixtures, of course, you could look at Haaland, but we just have not got a clue what this man is doing. Such a strange guy posting those pictures on Twitter, confusing us all, but you know, at the end of the day, he's not going to give anything away ahead of fixtures. That's just what it is. Solanke with the Fulham home fixture. Fulham, yes, they were on good form, but I just don't believe that, you know, that's going to continue. You know, they got beat, I think, was it 3-0 this week? I'm not too sure on that, but they definitely got beat as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I think it's an okay captaincy shout. But when you look at Salah with that Burnley away fixture, Liverpool look absolutely dangerous. They're on a tear of form. You know, they're very close to the top of the league. If not, could be top now. Let's quickly check that. Premier League. Yesterday's result did change things. Arsenal are now on top by just 1 point. Yeah, I think Liverpool, they're going to really challenge this year. They really are. And I think these type of fixtures, they need to be easy work for Liverpool if they want to be considered as challengers. So, in my opinion, Salah is the best captaincy option. Thank you so much for watching to this point now. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please consider dropping a like and a subscribe. I've got a brand new target of 100 subs, so hopefully you guys can help me get to that point now, and hopefully these videos help you with your FPL journeys. But that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good Christmas, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.